Welcome to the Hot Seat Essay. After watching today's proceedings, I'm convinced that Dr. Sibanda might have taken online classes for his education. The man is arguing like a first-year law student. That's how bad he was. Today, I won't play a clip because the sound from the court is really bad. There's a lot of noise on the audio, so I'll summarize for you. Today, in the Pretoria High Court, an unusual but crucial battle unfolded in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. The matter? A golden tooth. Yes, you heard right, but this wasn't just courtroom theatrics. The defense for accused number 3, Mthobisi Mncube, argued that his fundamental rights were at stake. At the heart of today's proceedings was a powerful question. Can a gold tooth, or the absence of one, determine guilt or innocence in a murder case that's gripped South Africa for over a decade? And more importantly, what does the state have to lose if they're wrong? Welcome to the Hot Seat Essay, where we unpack courtroom drama, justice, and the truth behind the headlines. Hit like, subscribe, and let's get into today's explosive trial update. Let's rewind. Accused number 3, Mthobisi Mncube, stands trial with 4 others for the 2014 murder of Bafana Captain Senzo Meyiwa. Over the past few weeks, we've heard chilling testimonies, seen photo evidence, and watched cross-examinations that would make any legal drama look tame. But one piece of evidence has stirred confusion: a photograph. This image, apparently seized from a cell phone, allegedly shows accused 3 with a gold tooth. The state is using this to link him to eyewitness descriptions from the night of the murder. So naturally, the defense fired back with a request. Let a dental professional examine Mncube's mouth to prove whether he ever had a gold tooth. Simple? Not quite. State Prosecutor Dr. Sibanda was quick to object. His reasoning? That the issue of the gold tooth is something the accused can testify to, and not something that should delay the current trial. Dr. Sibanda argued that this kind of post hoc dental evidence serves no real purpose. According to him, if Mncube claims he never had a gold tooth, he can take the stand and say just that. Here's a quote from court. The accused's narrative should not hinge on the outcome of a dental examination. Let him testify and face cross-examination. In simpler terms, the state was saying, let him speak for himself under oath. No need for dentists or medical reports. But Advocate Mnisi wasn't buying it. Advocate Mnisi, representing Mncube, wasn't about to let the state dismiss the matter so easily. He argued passionately that his client's constitutional rights were at stake. How can my client defend himself properly if the court won't allow a simple medical examination to confirm or deny a key detail in the state's own evidence? Mnisi asked. He emphasized that the photograph showing a gold tooth had not yet been authenticated, and without knowing the dental history of his client, the defense would be cross-examining in the dark. Mnisi went further, invoking the dignity and humanity of the accused. Refusing this request undermines my client's dignity. The state cannot have it both ways, using an image as a weapon, but blocking us from testing its credibility. He even offered a compromise. Let the state take Mncube to a district surgeon. If the defense doesn't trust that report, they'd request a second opinion from a private dental expert. Fair, right? At this point, all eyes turn to Judge Ratha, the man who's been at the center of controversy himself. He had been listening quietly to both sides, but viewers of this trial know Judge Ratha can be unpredictable. Today, however, his ruling shocked many, not for being outrageous, but for being unexpectedly fair. Judge Ratha ruled in favor of the defense. He granted the application and ordered that accused 3 be taken for a dental examination, either by a district surgeon or private professional, to determine whether he had ever had a gold tooth, real or removable. I will allow the application. Full reasons will follow. Judge Ratha. Simple, clear, and decisive. A rare moment of courtroom clarity. Why is this such a big deal? Because this is not just about a tooth. It's about identity evidence, the very foundation of this case. Eyewitnesses claim to have seen a suspect with a gold tooth during the home invasion that led to Senzo Meyiwa's tragic death. If it turns out that Mncube never had one, this could cast doubt on the credibility of that ID. And if he did have one at some point, the state can argue that the photo was legitimate. Either way, this exam could make or break a key part of the state's case. The controversy also highlights a broader issue. How the state handles digital evidence. The photo allegedly showing a gold tooth was extracted from a cell phone presented without context and not yet properly authenticated. In previous testimony, state witnesses admitted to editing or organizing photos, raising red flags. And remember, cross-examinations around these photos were delayed because of unresolved objections. This is why Mnisi argued that sending his client for a dental check first was necessary before they could proceed meaningfully. He made it clear that this isn't a gimmick, it's a constitutional right to a fair defense. On social media, the reaction has been mixed. Some are praising Mnisi for defending his client's rights with intelligence and grit. Others are frustrated, saying the trial keeps getting delayed over what they see as side issues. But here's the truth. Every detail matters when someone's freedom is on the line. The dental exam is expected to take place soon, and depending on what it reveals, it could spark a whole new chain of legal arguments. If accused 3 never had a gold tooth, was the photo fake, misleading, planted? And if he did, was it removable, cosmetic? We'll be watching very closely. As the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial continues, today's ruling reminds us of something crucial. Justice is in the details. A photograph, a gold tooth, a courtroom argument. Innocent or guilty, every accused deserves the right to challenge evidence properly. And today, the judge agreed. We'll continue covering this trial daily. So don't forget to subscribe to the Hot Seat SA for real-time updates, analysis, and exclusive breakdowns. Drop a comment below. Do you think the photo evidence is credible? Was the judge right to approve the dental exam? Until next time, stay informed, stay sharp. This is the Hot Seat SA, and we'll see you in court. We'll.
Let's read it. Which courts? That could possibly be an instantaneous refusal or denial of accused number 3's rights as he understands them. I'm not dealing with a ballistic expert. He says, it's not persuasive. He says, it is not representative. He alone, he would never know how to decipher these photographs. Whether to enhance them, etc., etc. So for those reasons, even the benefit of the doubt that
I'm tripped over the wire. Sorry.
oh, sorry. Yeah, so what the order is, consent is accorded to accused number 3 and this consent to consult, as they say, what, a dentist or what? A dentist or a dental practitioner of their choice.